You're listening to the Live the Dream Media Network, Arizona's premier live podcast studio and online radio.
All right, good morning. Welcome to Southwest Flavor. We are here again. It is Thursday morning. Happy Thursday to everyone. I'm here with Will Pena. How you doing, man?
Good morning. Show 60, my man.
Show 60, episode 60.
Nice.
Woo-hoo.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you.
And I lost the bet. Yeah.
It looks like we're having fun up here, and we are having fun, but it is also a lot of hard work. You know, it takes some work to put on 60 episodes.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's about 120 guests sometimes.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
Yeah, and I'm not only saying hard work for me, but there's a lot of hard work going into that booth that's behind me that none of you guys see, but they're running all the technical stuff and they're making us look good and sound good. And so we just want to thank Live the Dream Media for all your support and for all of your great attributes that help us with this show.
Yeah, I mean, they make it to where we can just come in here and blab away. And,
that's right.
And make us look halfway intelligent.
Halfway, almost. We're almost to halfway.
Almost to halfway, right.
We're evolving.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So how have you been? It's been a few days since we've gotten together.
It has. I'm doing good. I'm doing so thankful for the rain.
Oh, man, that was nice, right?
Nice soaking rain.
Yeah.
We needed that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
The cooling down was the best part, especially yesterday.
Yeah.
Man, it was so nice. Did you get out to ride?
No, because, it was raining in the morning, and that's usually my ride time.
Okay.
I didn't ride. I was planning on riding because when I looked at the weather the night before, it said it was going to stop raining like 10 o'clock or midnight. I'm like, all right, cool. 4 a.m. we'll be good.
Yeah.
4 a.m. It was thunder, lightning. It was
just
raining.
Kept coming, right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. It seems like you guys got a little bit more over here on this side of town.
Yeah, we got a lot of rain.
On Sahuarita, it came down overnight, but not. It pretty much ended at that point.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Seems like you guys got hit a lot harder on this side. So.
Yeah. One of the big things I'm thankful for whenever it rains during the summer or spring is just it suppresses all the wildfires,
Oh, yeah.
So that way we don't have that threat,
Yeah,
being a former firefighter and wildland firefighter, that's always
I went camping once. Does that make me like?
That's one of my concerns. So that's why I think about because usually like July 4th is kind of the end of wildfire season.
Right.
Just because we get the rains and we get a nice soaking.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And with that lightning and stuff coming down, it's good to get that big drench that we got. Man.
Exactly.
So that was really cool. Yeah. And, just looking at the news and stuff, I didn't see anything major happening.
No.
No.
Yeah. They had flash flood warnings, but I don't think there was anything really, like you said.
Yeah. With the concerns of everything that's been happening with the rain and stuff, we just, we're lucky that, it was controlled pretty well. So, yeah, absolutely, man.
And what's going on with you?
Well, work, man. Just doing the insurance thing. Let's talk insurance.
I heard people need that.
Yeah, it's some little law they passed many years ago.
That when you get behind a wheel, that you have to have insurance.
You gotta be insured. And I remember a time when I was really, really young, probably that it wasn't required.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, this was way, way back in the day, when I was just a little guy.
Yeah.
And I remember it wasn't required, and then the state started mandating it, and laws were passed, and, that's when, I had that twinkle in my eye, and I said, I'm going to get into insurance.
Well, you've done a couple other things before you got into insurance.
I did. I did a little stint in retail.
Yes.
As you know.
Yeah. We were both at the same. We weren't together at the same place, but we were with the same company.
Same company.
Retail.
Yeah. Well,
many years ago.
Quite a few years ago. It's been probably 17 years now for me that I've been gone from.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is 27 years since I've been gone from there.
And it all went downhill after that.
That's right.
Right? This is why they're not on every corner anymore. Right?
That's right. Yeah. Yes. They were. They expanded, and now they're contracting.
Right. Absolutely. But yeah, no, man, just doing the insurance thing. But we're, trying to stay busy, trying to, like every other business owner, trying to make payroll.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where, you work hard and you take care of your clients and
that's the main thing.
Yeah,
and especially with you, you're a local insurance agency that's there for the community. They can go in there, they can call you. You know, you guys pick up the phone. You know, it's not a computer answering it, or it's not someone in Pakistan answering it.
Right,
It's someone. It's either you or your staff that's answering it.
You don't have to dial 800 number to get me.
Right.
And most of my pretty much all of my clients, I mean, they have my office number, but a majority of them have my cell phone number as well.
Yeah.
Just because I always want to be there for them.
Right.
And I do get calls late at night sometimes, and I need this, my insurance card, I need this or that, and
stuff doesn't always happen between 9 and 5.
Right. Yeah. And so I get out of bed, stumble into my office at home, and print them something, email it to them, and
right.
It's just it's what we do.
Yeah.
It's got to take care of the client.
That's true. That's true. When we were with Randy, he was our insurance agent for several years, and we had his cell phone number, and same thing. If we needed to call him, we could call him, and
Randy.
Randy's no longer with us, of course.
But, and my insurance is still with him. I've been. I said, Randy Cole, who we're talking about, and who passed away recently, but
unexpectedly,
very unexpectedly,
very sudden.
Yeah, but he took care of us really well as well. He's a great agent, great friend. Like a brother to me. So
right.
So but
we did a lot of networking together.
Yeah,
that's how we met him, actually.
Yeah. No, I met. He worked for the same company.
Yeah, he did work for the same company.
Same company. That's where I met him. He worked for me at the time. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah, giving me golf lessons in the stockroom. I had the best both worlds there.
Right.
He worked hard, and he also taught me golf.
Okay. Are you still playing golf?
I play when I can.
Yeah.
Not too much with our one of our sponsors here. Frank. We. Hey,
Frank with Tucson Tamales.
Tucson Tamales, man, that place is awesome. Yeah. But I'll get out there and I'll play around with him every once in a while.
Right,
and
good.
Do that? Yeah, not so much as I used to.
Right.
But it's just, I think it's more of a time thing.
Yeah, I still don't understand that golf thing. Chasing around that little ball over.
Yeah, you hit it, you drive over, you hit it again, you throw your club every once in a while.
Right.
What's not to get?
Right? Ball goes in the water.
You pull out another ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's one of those things where, when I first started playing way back in my probably mid-20s is when I started playing.
So just a year or two ago?
Yeah, like 2 years ago. And, I was such a competitive player with, any sport, really.
Right, yeah.
And golf is one of those things where if you're a competitive person, you're really going to get hooked because you're competitive against yourself.
Sure, yeah.
You want to do better for yourself. Yeah, you go out with your friends and you want to, obviously you want to score better than them. You want to beat them.
Right.
But ultimately it's, you who you get mad at when you don't hit a good shot.
Well, it's all up to you.
Right.
I mean, completely. Yeah. No one's passing you the ball.
Right.
No one's, no
one's pitching it.
No one's not running the right route or something.
Right.
It's all up to you.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, a funny story here, if you don't mind here.
Sure.
We're, way back in my, 18, 19-year-old, one of my first jobs, I worked for a sporting goods store.
Oh, cool.
Right. Okay. And, I played sports, obviously. I played pretty much every sport. Mm-hmm. But golf, I never golfed.
Yeah.
But, and it's funny because, I was with this company for a few years. And at one point, I was even the golf department manager.
Really?
And I had never played golf. I knew the lingo, I knew the talk. Yeah. I could sell clubs. I could, but I'd never played. Until one day, my buddies, we all got together. We're like, yeah, we're gonna go golf. None of us had golfed before.
Oh,
and these are some people from from Walgreens way back then.
Okay, yeah.
And we were like, all right, well, let's get some clubs. Well, we went and got some clubs, some starter sets and stuff.
Sure,
and,
yeah.
We bought some balls, and then we're like, oh, nobody got tees.
Oh.
We didn't get any tees. So the three of us, me and my two buddies, we go to Walmart, and we're like, we need to buy some teas. And we go, and I see one of my buddies, he's Juan. He's walking around, and he's looking behind the shelves and stuff like that. Like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm looking for a tea, man. I don't want to buy a whole bag. He's like, if we just find one loose tea, we could just share it.
Oh, jeez.
That's how novice we were,
Right.
you know? Like, could you imagine showing up?
Right. We have one tea.
One tea, right? Yeah, just a funny story, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a trip. But yeah, we got to learn in that way, and been playing ever since. I played a lot for a while.
Yeah.
But now it's just there's no time, and the
Understand
body doesn't hold up like it used to.
Yeah.
Now that I'm 28.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're getting older at 28.
Yeah,
Someday in like 4 or 5 years, you'll be 30.
So answer, have you ever golfed before? Have you even? I mean, I know you've gone to Top Golf, and you've probably.
I've
swung
never gone on the actual golf course and golfed ever. A funny story, my junior year of high school, I had to change around my schedule right before the school year started, and I had to take a PE credit, and everything was filled up except for golf. I'm like, well, okay, I'll take golf.
Right.
We never even talked about golf or picked up golf club or anything. We just did the regular PE classes, basketball, track, soccer, and all that, even though I was taking golf for that whole year.
Because nobody had golf clubs back then.
Probably.
Right. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I thought I was actually going to learn, a little bit something about golf, but no.
But you're a pretty competitive person.
Right.
And I think if you were to go out there and just actually go onto a course, I think you would get hooked as well.
Probably.
So don't do it. Don't go down that rabbit hole.
Just going over to Top Golf, just the swing for me is so unnatural. And with my back and my shoulder and everything, it's just, I don't think it's worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
I
physically
understand.
for me because of the repercussions, the next day.
Yeah. I hear you.
So.
I hear you. And, but for old baseball players, it's it's kind of hard for me to, to change that swing.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I go out and I play, and everybody right away tells me, like, you were a baseball player, weren't you? I'm like, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we can see it in your swing. I'm
right.
like, well, I won't be making the PGA anytime soon, I guess, right?
Yeah. Hey, let's take a quick break. We are going to go visit all of our fantastic sponsors. We will be back in just a couple minutes with Southwest Flavor.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
It's
July and we're celebrating Independence Day all month. Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing wants to buy your old air conditioning unit. For the month of July, we will buy back your old AC unit for $1,776 with the purchase and installation of a new air conditioning system. Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, keeping you cool all summer long. Call us at 520-492-0748 or picturerockscooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Therapeutic Ranch for Animals and Kids is an inclusive community empowered and united by the strength of the human-animal bond.
It taught me responsibility. It taught me kindness and social interaction.
We have programs for every member of our community.
I love track because I have 2 daughters. We come out here and get all of our energy out.
Track is my home away from home.
You can make a donation or even become a monthly donor.
Thank you for supporting Track, Tucson's Ranch. We hope to see you here soon.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
You're listening to the Live the Dream Media Network, Arizona's premier live podcast studio and online radio.
Welcome back to Southwest Flavor. Here sitting with my good friend Ron. Ron, let's talk a little bit about the All-Star game. Baseball All-Star.
All-Star game. Okay.
Yeah, in my opinion, I'm a baseball guy.
Yeah.
Right. And but in my opinion, it's the best All-Star game, the best format. MLB has, I believe, the best showcase for any type of an All-Star type game, whether it be Pro Bowl, the basketball, NBA All-Star game. I've been to a few.
You have? You've been to some All-Star games?
Yeah,
and
it's an experience. Yeah. It's an experience. You go 3-4 days ahead of time, and you go through everything on there. The home run derby, but all that stuff is really cool. But the few days, the weekend before, because it's always held on a Tuesday,
right?
And Monday is usually the home run derby. And, the futures game, usually Sundays, things like that.
So is the futures game, is that like first and second year players, or is that
they're minor leaguers?
They're minor leaguers.
Yeah, they're minor leaguers,
so a lot of
and
AAA players.
So it's kind of like almost like their All-Star game. Although they do have an All-Star game in the minor leagues,
right?
But this is like a showcase and you have to be, you have to get invited to that.
Okay.
And so it's they're usually within the first couple years of being in the minors.
Yeah.
That they get invited to that. But in my opinion, it's just the whole experience, man. If you're a baseball person, I'm sure Clint knows this. Clint Peak, is a huge baseball guy.
Yeah.
And just that whole experience. I did the one when they did it here in Phoenix a few years back. We went to that one. A couple years ago, they did it in L.A. I got to go to that one.
And you're a Dodgers guy.
And I am a Dodgers fan, so it was awesome seeing all the, the shows that they put on. And it's crazy because, like, in L.A., the weekend before, they had it. If you've ever been to Dodger Stadium, you know that there's not a lot right around the stadium.
Okay.
Kind of like here in Phoenix, it's downtown. It's you have everything right around there. Well, L.A. Chavez Ravine, it's up on a mountain, and there's really not much around it.
Okay.
To go to.
It's a pretty old stadium, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the oldest.
So
stadiums,
they didn't do a bunch of the retail around it, or,
right?
Bars,
right? Exactly.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah. So they did all their pre stuff like at different venues. Like some was out at the beach.
Okay.
Which was really cool.
Yeah.
And so we were able to go to things like that. Some was like at the Coliseum. The not the Coliseum, the sports, the outdoor sports event. And I'm talking about an indoor, kind of like what is those called? The Civic Center type deal.
Okay. Yeah. So a big like convention center.
Yeah, a big convention center. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got to go in there and then, meet all kinds of athletes, the pros and
right.
And some of the guys that played back when when we were just little kids, got to see them. It was pretty cool. But yeah, yesterday the All-Star game on Tuesday, man, it was amazing. The National League, and I'll tell you, usually the American League has had a big edge, just as of probably the last 10, 15 years. It seemed like the American League just seems to always come up on top. So this year the National League took a 6-0 lead.
Oh,
on
wow.
this.
Okay.
And then just went and gave it all back.
Really?
So ended up in a 6-6 tie, and they did a new format this year that it was kind of a home run derby.
Ah, okay.
It's I believe it was 3 players from each side.
Mm-hmm.
They each get 3 swings.
Ah, okay.
And the National League ended up winning it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a showcase. But a lot of people I've read online and Facebook, all that stuff. They're like, "Oh, the integrity of the game." But come on, it's a showcase game.
It is.
It's not, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
I know the past few years that they did change it to where like the winning team was American or National League was
they get
home field advantage in the World Series, but they stopped that already.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they stopped that. already.
I didn't know that. Okay.
So it doesn't really, again. It's
kind of meaninless.
Yeah,
it's a showcase.
It's just a showcase.
Yeah,
that's all it is. I mean, they had a lot of players mic'd up. It was really cool. Kershaw, who just had his 300th strikeout.
Oh.
They had him mic'd up on the mound, and it was a trip listening to him. Talk to them while he's actually pitching.
Yeah.
Telling you, okay, this is what I'm going to throw. Okay, no, this is a.
Oh wow!
The catcher. Luckily, he had his own catcher there because Will Smith made the starter on the All-Star team.
Okay,
and so at one point he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna throw I think I'm gonna throw a curve here." He goes, "No, I'm gonna throw a slider. I'm gonna throw a slider," and then he gets the sign from Will Smith, and he's like, "Oh no, he wants a curve. We'll just give him a curve." And he throws this beautiful curve that the batter just swings and misses. It was really cool, and then.
Where was it at?
This was in Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah, this year was in Atlanta.
Okay.
I really wanted to go, but it's so. It has gotten so expensive to go to these things.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
But
any of these events, any of these All-Star or playoffs or anything.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Well, let me ask you this: you're a football guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I've watched a couple games.
Right? Yeah, you've seen they play on Sundays, right?
They do. Yeah. They actually play on a couple other days too.
Do
but
they?
Yes, the main day is Sunday.
Sundays, all right. So their All-Star game, the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Is that still done in Hawaii? Still in Honolulu?
No, I believe it's in Florida.
It's in Florida now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish it was still in Hawaii.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it would be fun just to go and just to see it. And I mean, you're in Hawaii. You're in Hawaii for a week and just, do something like that.
Yeah, I did not know that they had moved that.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they did it the first year of COVID, maybe.
Okay.
And then they just kept it there.
All
kept
right.
it, back, in the lower.
Do you know
48.
what stadium they play at? Is it at?
It might be like at the Jacksonville.
In Jacksonville?
Yeah,
Okay.
possibly. I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wrong like once before. So
well,
this could be the second time.
This year?
Sure.
Yeah, no, but it's if you can get out to an All-Star game, and I say it's the best out there,
just all the
MLB,
festivities,
right?
Yeah, just
right. But
go have fun.
If you can get out to any of them, whether it's football or basketball, I know basketball puts on a good show as well.
Yeah, the slam dunk contest, and they have the first 2 year, almost like a futures
game, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, and then it's cool if there's a lot of card collectors out there, and you see all those people there at these events.
Yeah.
That Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
You go and you see all these people getting autographs, and it's really cool. I really, I love going to those things. It's
cool.
I didn't make it there as a player.
Yeah.
But
you were that close.
I was so. If this is what I told a former pro, Bill Baith, one time.
Oh yeah.
I told him, you know what, Bill? I said, if I was just a little bit taller, a little bit faster, and a lot more talented, I could have been a pro.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, my dream was to be the center for the Boston Celtics, but for some reason they never drafted me. They didn't pick me up as a free agent.
No,
I don't know.
Water boy, nothing, right?
Nothing. I mean, I'd still answer their call if they called me today. But,
would you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're going to work on that.
Yeah.
You know
we'll
what?
reach out. I'll have my people call their people.
You need a better agent, my friend.
I guess so.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, you just need a better agent, right? Maybe Clint can make some calls.
He can make some calls. That's right.
He's
Clint can get stuff done.
Clint knows everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get you there.
All right. Let's take a quick break, and then we will have a lot more on Southwest Flavor.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
Therapeutic Ranch for Animals and Kids is an inclusive community empowered and united by the strength of the human-animal bond.
It taught me responsibility. It taught me kindness and social interaction.
We have programs for every member of our community.
I love track because I have 2 daughters. We come out here and get all of our energy out.
Track is my home away from home.
You can make a donation or even become a monthly donor.
Thank you for supporting Track, Tucson's Ranch. We hope to see you here soon.
It's July and we're celebrating Independence Day all month. Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing wants to buy your old air conditioning unit. For the month of July, we will buy back your old AC unit for $1,776 with the purchase and installation of a new air conditioning system. Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, keeping you cool all summer long. Call us at 520-492-0748 or picturerockspooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
You're listening to the Live the Dream Media Network, Arizona's premier live podcast studio and online radio.
Welcome back to Southwest Flavor. We're talking here with Will, and now we have another guest, Robert Lizarraga with Compression Printing.
Lizarraga. How's the last name?
You say Lizarraga.
Lizarraga.
You have to roll those R's.
Lizarraga.
Lizarraga.
Nice. Welcome, bud.
What's going on, man?
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
So you just came back to the States. You were in Italy for 2 weeks.
15 days.
15 days, man.
Yeah, so that was a pretty interesting trip.
Tell us a little bit about it. I mean, I'm sure you experienced a lot of different food, culture, different sites, and then you're there, of course, with your whole family. So
So we went to 4 different locations.
Okay.
We started up with Rome. Rome was a very interesting city. It's a hustle and bustle city, so it's pretty active. A lot of people. I was talking to some of the local people, and they were like, "We're just packed. There's just so much tourism, where their days are jam packed from 5 a.m. till 11 o'clock at night. They're not used to that.
Yeah.
They're more like, I'm going to take it easy today. I'm going to get off at 2 o'clock, and that's just the way it's going to be.
Right.
So they're looking for opportunity, obviously, to make some money. But it's really busy. It was really hot.
Was this their busy season?
Their busy season.
Okay.
Yes. So they're seeing people from all over the world.
Okay. Sure.
Russia, China, Japan. Netherlands. I mean, just all over the place. I mean, just Canada. They were just packed. And I've met Australians there, so that just tells you they're coming from all continents.
Right.
And it was really beautiful, very cultured, and I want to say that you feel when you get to Rome that you're living in an old city. You're traveling through time.
Yeah.
If you think about it. Rome was mentioned in the Bible.
Yeah, of course.
You're talking about a book over 2,000 years old.
Right.
And it was just phenomenal. And to see the structures and to see the architecture of the buildings and the old, bricks, the old rocks that were carved. And,
all the old arches and
everything.
And
it's just amazing. Went to the Colosseum and you just started thinking about wow, just think about what it was like 2,000 years ago. This was a place of death.
Yeah.
There were spectators, but then it was an entertainment, and the entertainment was somebody killing another person.
Right.
And it hits home when you're there and you see the hallways, and then they had a visual, like a film that put you in the hallway where the gladiators would come out into the arena.
Okay.
And so you're watching down this hallway, and you're seeing like 3D images, and they're walking towards you. And it was just like, wow, like they were going to be introduced through the lower part of the Colosseum.
Yeah.
And they make their way into the arena. And, it had a bunch of chambers, and you just started thinking like, wow, there was a lot going on here back then.
Sure.
Where, in our day and age, especially here in the United States, we try to preserve our life. We try to live as long as possible. You try to avoid anything that's going to like damage you, hurt you, or whatever. And where this was just like 2-man enter, 1 man die.
Right.
And so that was very interesting to like kind of if you broke it down when you were there.
That culture of that.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine what the gladiators went through. Like, is this my last day on Earth? Is this my last day? Or were they so aggressive to the point where like, I'm going to take this dude out?
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? So you start going back to the history of like what was happening in Rome at that time, with the Caesars and everything. And then, went to the Vatican. That was amazing. Went all the way to the top. We got a private tour. Beautiful, very big.
Wow.
I have to say that the churches were unbelievable.
Yeah.
All the churches. Many churches everywhere. The Vatican, it's just, how can I say? It was just massive.
Yeah.
Massive. The TV doesn't show how big the place is and how it's basically its own city. It has its own laws. It has its own fire department. It has its own police structure. Yeah. It has its own security. And there's people that, this is a 24-hour operation. They have everything cameras. They have everything being monitored. And, some of the oldest books in the world are there. And they're archived and protected and preserved. And so, I mean, we didn't see any of the books, but they were
I had no idea it was so big.
It's very big.
Wow.
And then where like, where the Pope can come out and address the people. That whole what do they call it? It's just a big space where people come in
and they come in and gather.
Yeah, and it's just a road all the way back, and they say they can fit like over 1 million people there, and I can see why. I mean, just when I pulled up, there was probably around 50,000 chairs alone, just empty. Oh. Just like for the people that sit up close. And I saw the grave of the old Pope that just recently died.
Okay.
I thought that was very interesting, and I saw the other popes that had died in the past. I mean, I don't really follow it too much, but you know, it's part of the Catholic Church, and so very interesting history. You just see the architecture of the buildings is just phenomenal.
Yeah,
like, you know, like this wasn't made in 10 years. This was made in over like 300 or 400 years, and all the different architects, you know, add to it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
tell us a little bit about the food that you encountered in Rome.
So the food in Rome, I tell you what, I try not to eat bread. Okay. Well,
but this was probably really good bread.
Very good. Very delicious, different tasting.
Right, without all the preservatives and stuff. It was probably fresh made.
It was fresh made every day.
Yeah.
All the different styles of bread, their butter, it's unbelievable. Their tomatoes are nothing like you have here.
Oh, really?
The taste of the tomatoes. I ate tomatoes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it goes with every meal.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
Just fresh cut tomatoes?
Fresh cut. I'm telling you, it was amazing. And then so my wife, who kind of likes tomatoes, guess what? She was eating them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And she's like, "You're right. These are amazing. The breads were amazing. The pastas were amazing. You know, like their meats don't overpower the pasta."
Oh,
do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where like here you'll get, you know, 50-50, 25-30, I mean 25-75. There it's like the meat's only like 10% of what you're eating.
Oh, okay.
You know, when it comes to the pastas. Very tasty, very different. The wine's really good.
Okay.
Very tasty. You know it's made within 100 miles of where you're sitting.
Yeah.
You know, and
What kind of vintage wine were you guys tasting? Were they older wines or were they?
They were just 10 years old.
Just 10 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know,
okay.
there was some rosés, there were some chardonnays, there was some red, there was actually some sparkling wines. You know, that have the bubbles in it, which you know I've never drank, but they were just really good. They had the best coffee.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
Okay,
all right.
I had before 30 minutes was up, I had 3 cappuccinos.
Oh wow!
To them, they sip their stuff, but you could tell the Americans from they're just and they're drinking and they're small cups. You know what I mean? And it was delicious, but no cappuccino after 11 a.m.
Because they'll just keep you up forever.
Well, no, that's an insult to them.
Oh,
really? And I didn't.
So it's a morning thing.
It's a morning thing.
Just get on with your day.
Yeah, you can drink a latte. You can drink like an espresso, but no cappuccino after 11 a.m. Unless, because I talked to a couple owners from the the bars and stuff like that. They're like, the only way we will serve you, we'll serve you regardless, but we don't want you to approach us with a after 11 o'clock cappuccino, especially as a tourist. I thought that was kind of weird, but they said the local people are allowed to have a cappuccino after 11 a.m. if they work the night shift somewhere.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so there's an accommodation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the coffees, the smell. Imagine Starbucks.
Starbucks, man.
No. I mean, you walk into Starbucks and it smells like a coffee brewer. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying the coffee. I'm saying the smell of the bean being cooked. Imagine that
going into a coffee house.
Yeah, 50% more aroma.
Okay.
The milks and all the things that they use just overpowering. You're like, my wife never is a coffee drinker. She's only had 1 cup of coffee in her entire life.
Wow.
Okay, so guess what she's buying me for my birthday in August?
Cappuccino maker.
A cappuccino maker. And she's like, I want some of your cappuccinos now.
Okay.
So this trip turned her around as far as coffees. She never liked them, didn't want to be a part of it. She'll drink her tea in the morning, chocolate milk, whatever. But there's something to say about having a homemade cup of coffee or a cappuccino. That's how they make it there. They make it with with love and heart. I'm not saying people don't do here, but you got to think about where it came from.
Right, exactly. How fresh it is, where it came from, where it was grown.
Yeah, and so that was all part of Rome. It was more about tasting. The pastas were good. They add sauce. Okay, I'm a saucy guy.
Yeah, I like everything saucy.
I love saucy.
Yeah,
that's not how they roll down there. So it's like it had flavor, but they also want you to enjoy the pasta and a little bit of the meat that they put in it.
Okay.
But I tell you what, I ate it the way it was, and it was good.
Sure.
And it was very interesting restaurants. Every restaurant was different. They had their own like story, you know, and it was very interesting to just hear all the owners because they come up to you and talk to you, hey, what's going on? And, you know, and then I started talking in Spanish because they would start speaking in Italian. And they're like, we know a little bit of Spanish, you know, so, you know, I could communicate with them. And it was very interesting that I ended up talking a lot of Spanish. And I had great conversations. I want to say around 60% was understood 100%.
Okay.
You know, where my in-laws, you know, talking English, they just weren't the best. You know what I mean? So they stick with their culture as far as Italian. You know, that's what they want. That's what they want you to learn.
Sure.
Going to their country.
Sure.
So what was after Rome?
So Rome, then we went to Venice.
Okay.
Venice was my favorite place. Very, very unique.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine canals all over the place. And the canals are tiny, except you get to the main canal, which takes you to the outskirts of the city.
Okay.
Venice was clean, very clean.
Yeah.
No trash. The streets were beautiful, narrow. You know, just the gondolettes. You know, they would have these restaurants that had these little tiny balconies that just enough for two people to sit. And they only had like 2 tables out there overlooking the canal in an alley with beautiful lights. And I'm like, wow, that's just amazing.
Yeah.
You felt the history there, and you forget that you're actually on top of water because they've stabilized the whole city with these like wooden planks or these wooden poles all over that sustain these buildings up.
Yeah.
And then so basically the structure that you see is on water, and if you took all the structures away so there wouldn't be any canals, it would just be water. So the canals are basically to the travel. So you don't have any vehicles. If you're going somewhere, you walk, bridge, walk, bridge, walk, bridge. Be beautiful bridges. Yeah. And the food was phenomenal. The food was a little different. How could I compare it? I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But balsamic vinaigrette, oils, breads, you know, all sorts of great stuff. You know, great. They have like they use a lot of pastrami and cold cuts. Almost again tomatoes, phenomenal. 8 tomatoes, great. Of course, cappuccinos. And then, so we were there. So we were in Rome for 4 days and 4 nights.
Okay.
Then we were in Venice for 4 days and 3 nights. Okay. Then we took a train to Florence. Florence.
Before you go to Florence, let's take a quick sponsor break, and then we'll come back and find out about Florence.
Yep.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
Therapeutic Ranch for Animals and Kids is an inclusive community empowered and united by the strength of the human-animal bond.
It taught me responsibility. It taught me kindness and social interaction.
We have programs for every member of our community.
I love track because I have 2 daughters. We come out here and get all of our energy out.
Track is my home away from home.
You can make a donation or even become a monthly donor.
Thank you for supporting Track, Tucson's Ranch. We hope to see you here soon.
heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
It's July and we're celebrating Independence Day all month. Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing wants to buy your old air conditioning unit. For the month of July, we will buy back your old AC unit for $1,776 with the purchase and installation of a new air conditioning system. Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, keeping you cool all summer long. Call us at 520-492-0748 or picturerockspooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
You're listening to the Live the Dream Media Network, Arizona's premier live podcast studio and online radio.
All right, we are back and we're talking with Robert, and he was going to tell us about Florence, Italy.
Florence. Well, Florence is a beautiful city. They call it a romantic city. And once again, Italian structures are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
There's history by just looking at them. You're like, this isn't 200 years. This is 500-700 years old. It was beautiful. The food was phenomenal. Again, coffees were great. The people were nice. And it's just another way of looking at Italy. It's like all the cities are different, but they're the same. You know what I mean? So,
do you feel that some of them were overcrowded with the tourists?
I think all cities were over really busy.
Yeah.
I'd never been there, so I couldn't gauge, what it would have normally been if it would have been like in December. They said like October to February is kind of like their slow season.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be able to gauge exactly, but everything was hustling, bustling.
Yeah.
Venice was kind of really, really busy, but it was doable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where Rome was just like you're fighting for a cab.
Okay.
And then Florence was I want to say it was busy, but it wasn't as busy. And we had a great time. The food was really good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wish I knew more about what we did in Florence. We were just constantly going to churches. My son really got into the church, and he wanted to see who made it, what year it was.
Oh, wow.
There was great shopping in Florence.
Mm-hmm.
And we bought some nice stuff there. There's a place that serves affogatos. Okay, I don't know if it's like a yogurt with a shot of espresso or like ice cream, and it's world renowned. And we actually got to taste one.
Okay, cool.
Otherwise, there's like 90 to 100 people in line at the whole time.
Oh, wow.
So it takes you probably an hour and a half to get one.
Really?
So we went during the time where there was only like 20 people in line.
Oh. Okay.
And we're like, oh, look at this. It's not as busy as you think it is.
Yeah.
Well, we went 6 other times. And we're like, nope, we're not getting in line. So we went to one opportunity that was presented to us, and we took advantage of it.
Sure.
And we just waited like 20 minutes, and it was unbelievable.
Wow.
So if you get a chance, look up affogato.
Okay.
It has an espresso shot right in the center. So they put this little small cup, and then they groove the ice cream or whatever they're going to use as like the sweetener, and then they create a small little square pocket.
Okay.
Then you pour the espresso in there and you mix it up. That was one of the best things I'd ever tasted.
Really?
It was so good. And my son was just eating it and like, let me have a try to bite. Oh, I don't know about you, Dad, but and so I ended up giving it a little bit to my wife, not a coffee drinker.
Right.
Started turning her toward us, the coffee drinkers. And then, so that was probably day 10 at that point of our trip. And we had been going 10 days straight nonstop, all day, every day, taking a small break here and there. We're averaging around 14,000 to 18,000 steps a day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you do that for 10 days straight, you get tired. And so we were going to be going to a private winery for a wedding in Tuscany. And I was looking forward to that because I was going to get some downtime.
Right.
While we get there, beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. If you ever look at the old wineries online or whatever, kind of like you want to look at the old Tuscany buildings, we were in one of those.
Okay.
Absolutely active winery. They produce 3 or 4 different types of wine, and the wines that they sell they only sold them at the winery, nowhere else.
Oh, okay.
So
you had to get them there.
Yeah. So they churn their farm into like an Airbnb, but more like an upscale one. You know what I mean? So we had family members from all over the world go by, and we ended up with 57 different people from around the world to go see the wedding.
Yeah.
Everything was green out there. It was alive. In the far distance, you could see clouds and rain, like the monsoons here. You know how you can see them far away, but imagine rolling hills keep going, and all you see is wineries and beautiful green, large trees, and then you saw the structures from far away. You couldn't pinpoint them exactly, but you knew where the houses were. Why? Because around the house was all the vegetation and all the tall trees that surrounded the house. You know, the trees that were 200 years old. Very beautiful. All I say is, if you ever get a chance to go to Italy, go check it out.
Okay.
It doesn't mean you have to do all 4 cities like we did. You know, go start with 2.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the things I would talk about Rome, which I thought was very interesting, is they have a natural spring aqueduct. Okay, so all over the city, there's free water that presents itself. They have all these fountains that you just walk by and take a drink, or you want to wash your hands, or you want to get a towel, and all over the city, and it's free. And all the local people use the free water to water their plants. You want to grab a 5-gallon bucket of water, they would just go there and take it. And that was pretty interesting coming from a dry area like us.
Especially coming from the desert here.
Yeah.
Because you grew up here.
Yeah, and I looked at that and I was like, how amazing is that?
Yeah.
You know, that was, I'll tell you what, out of this whole trip, that was one of the most amazing things to me. Okay. Because water is life.
Yeah.
And just imagine if water was everywhere and it was free.
and fresh, good, clean water.
Very fresh, very clean, and cold. The water's coming cold. So the system that the springs are like filtering the water, there's no chemicals, and I was like, is this gonna get me sick or whatever? And I talked to the locals, like, no. Nobody gets sick from this.
So do you see a lot of people filling up their water bottles?
Everybody. Every morning, me and my son would go down. We had plastic bottles. We never paid for maybe at the airport or something, but we would dump out the old water because there's a little system that you just throw it in there and fill up brand new every day. We'd go down and fill 4 bottles every morning because it was right outside our hotel room or the hotel facility. And you got accustomed to that and you got excited because how cool is it to drink out of a natural, so these faucets were put there, dug into the ground, and created this whole system throughout the whole city. Thousands of them. Beautiful.
Wow.
And if you ever go to Rome and you go toward near the Colosseum, and you're going to see all those, and people are just drinking out of these natural fountains all day long. Some of them have 4 spouts. Some come out of a lion's head, a lion's mouth, out of a person's belly button or something. It's amazing. You know what I mean? It's so cool the creation behind it is awesome.
Okay.
So free water.
We got to go.
We do have to go.
We definitely have to take a trip. Right. Let's take the podcast Southwest Flavor.
There you go.
Right?
Pizza.
Yeah.
Really good.
Oh, okay.
Really good.
What kind of pizza did you have there?
We had a what was it called? Was it a Fiesta pizza or? We had 2 different types of pizza, and we had that twice a day wherever we went.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you had a lot of pizza.
We had a lot of pizza.
Yeah.
I ate pizza for 14 days.
Wow. Okay.
And
so tell us about it. Was it thin? Was it thick? Was it saucy?
It's all thin.
It's all thin. Okay.
Crust. Here you get to the back end of the pizza. The slice, and you kind of that little bit. You just kind of throw it out. You know what I mean?
Pizza bones.
Yeah.
Pizza bones.
Pizza bones. You don't do that there. It's so good.
Oh, okay.
You find a way to eat it because either you get balsamic vinaigrette or you get oil. You get something. It's just so good.
Yeah.
Not over saucy. Not over cheesy.
Okay.
Just a good piece of pie.
Yeah.
And very flavorful wherever we went. There was a couple places that were better than most.
Okay.
And so what you did is you try so many different restaurants, right? As you were navigating through this city and checking certain parts of the city. So this one day would get this section, the next section, that we actually found a couple of restaurants where we're going to go back to that place. And it was good. And then here's what you always try to find at this time of year. A place that has air conditioning. Because it was 103, 105 there.
Oh, okay.
You know, but it has, you know, there's humidity in the air and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was the hottest time of the year for us. But the pizza, I meant to mention that.
Yeah.
Any different toppings over there that you saw that really isn't?
No. So their sausage tastes a little different. Their bacon actually looks like a bacon slice. You know, where here you might have like bacon,
like sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Yeah.
This was like straight off the bacon hip, whatever. Yeah, you could see the little chunks with the little fat on it, you know, stuff like that. And that's different. So they approach their how they prep their toppings different.
Okay. Can you get a pizza with jalapenos over there?
That's a great question. On my next trip, I'll let you know.
That's what
we'll have to find out ourselves.
Right.
We'll let you know.
You'll let us know. You'll let me know. But yes, I forgot to mention the pies.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because it was just part of my regular meal every day. Where we would, you know, we actually had a Florentine steak, you know, in Florence.
Okay.
Big piece, nice cut. They bring it to you before they cook it. What do you think about this? And then you examine it. And you're like, you can just tell the meat.
Yeah.
No preservatives, just really good meat. And because after eating bread all those days, you're just like, I want some protein, like a straight shot. And we had some steaks, and that was a really good steak. So, I'm just trying to remember all the things we did. We did so many different things.
Well, cool, man. Well, I think we're about out of time.
Okay.
But man, that was awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on.
I know I was jumping back and forth, and thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's just imagine 15 days full of action. You know, what I mean? You're going to miss some things, you know. But what a great culture, what a great country.
What a great opportunity for your young son to go over there and see all these different things.
Did you ever feel unsafe at all?
Never, not one time.
Okay.
I mean, I know we're about to get out, but I'm going to tell you this: we got into a train 3 times. Okay, going from one city to the next. Trains traveling 150 miles an hour. Unbelievable system. Not checking anybody, this and that, and just. You felt safe. You felt like people just wanted to go out and do their vacation and go from one city to the next, and not have to worry about like is somebody carrying something or you know what I mean. And but I did feel safe the whole time I was there, and I felt well received there.
Okay,
you know, it's
good.
So yeah, it was great. If you get an opportunity to go, guys, it's beautiful there.
Well, number 60.
Yeah, episode number 60 is in the books.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Thank you, David.
Yeah. Thank you for watching Southwest Flavor. Remember, watch us every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.